All right. Starting today's stream. An hour late, actually, but here we go. So today I'm working on, I guess, toning of my comic. Pretty vacant. I'm pretty vacant. On Detective Muse Agency. So I'm on page 6 of 10, but other pages have been worked here and there. So hopefully, when I get there, it should all be done by the end of today. I should got them all toned at the very least, and then we'll see about da, 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 about doing other things because I can't really work on a dialogue because you can't really see that. I don't have it written. It's like that, and I don't want to ruin the story for guys, for everyone. Like, hey, I have the first page, 10 pages done, but nothing's happening. So, for anybody who just joined or came by or just peeking in, thank you for coming. So I'm gonna probably shut up and just work on stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I got stuff on everything I'm doing. So getting that shading in and so on and so forth. Okay. Ah, crap. So I'm learning never to use full black on black because it'll just make everything super dark than I needed to. So, and I'm also using a brush to, there's like little stuff I'm figuring out here and there. So I'm using a brush to like control the amount of shadow, which is kind of cool. Because then I don't have to sit here and kind of worry too much about it. So it's like, okay, all right. Yeah, well, considering I don't want to get a lightning bolt up my butt, it's gonna go. It's kind of go like the Marvel way. I guess the Almighty one, and then the one, and you know, like you know how like Marvel has the one above all and the one below all, that type of thing. But Christianity is still the basis of it. Um, and again, it's just yeah, I really don't feel like getting lightning bolt up my ass. So I know some people was like, oh no, you don't have to use it that way. It's like nah, nah. Yeah, but largely, like I said, all the concepts still apply. It's just that you won't see it too hard for me, I guess. Mainly because I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a big into Bible and everything, so I don't know everything offhand. So For strength will surely fade. And I lost Lorenzo, I think. There he goes. No. We can still use the Discord chat if you want to, Lorenzo. I don't know if you're free. I know Nigel still has. I don't know if Nigel still has a stream going because I know he was having a conversation with somebody. Ah, no, he's not green. But the thing is that you more than likely won't like pretty much like anything else. You might you know, you're not gonna see him straight in the universe. So I'm debating putting people into the universe. Like you, Tim, you know, a few others. My wretches. All right, so I put myself in the Discord chat if you want to talk, voice chat, Lorenzo. Um, no, I'm not talking. No, I'm kidding. I think Lorenzo's still here. Otherwise, I'm talking to myself. All right, Lorenzo. No, I'll still be here. Well, let me know if you're gonna jump in so I can turn off the music and then turn the sound and turn the desktop sound back on so that everybody can hear us chatting after that, Lorenzo. Because I do have music playing. It's just that, it's music I I can get my channel started. I'm like, Hey, Walter. How's it going, dude? I'm trying to get the screen toning effect for this, and I'm not sure if I'm doing good or not. So it's like, hmm. So I got a few pages to fix and do all the shading and shadow stuff for it. But so I'm 10 pages in, and there's gonna be that, and I want to put this up as a webcomic, and so I'll get pages done. But I also want to start on volume 2, or at least have volume 2 laid out, so that way I could just like hit the ground running for volume 2 when I get there, and or the next chapter of this. And then when that finishes, I'm gonna start a new comic for this in the same universe. That's gonna be a different character, And now I want to, and just keep going, make a whole universe. I just got to figure out how to lay the website out for that. Thanks to Captain Trek for subscribing. Thank you, dude. Unfortunately, it's not giving. For some reason, it's not dinging me, telling me, "Hey, by the way, you have a new subscriber." I had to literally check my email just for that. I apologize, dude. Mm-hmm. I still need to come up with a fantasy sewer map here. Actually, well, let me finish this first then. Because I just remembered there was something odd on the other page happening. One of my pages. Since I'm here. Yeah, but that was, I guess I'm thinking, that's my idea, was to uh, do this all as a web comic, rather than trying to get it out as a physical book. I do have a Discord for chatting, and I can put that on. But you would people would have to join the server. I do. Lorenzo's on the server, but I'm not sure if he'll drop in today. So how was everyone's weekend? Has to be better than mine. Oh, your weekends are that. Mm. Mm. So nobody had an interesting weekend. Hang on, Lorenzo. Let me turn off the sound, the music, and turn the sound back on. There we go. Say something, sir.
Something, sir?
Okay, you got me there.
Yeah. Well, you set yourself up for that.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, he got me there.
Oh man, this is kind of overwhelming. There's a bunch of people streaming all at once, and starting late. I was just trying to catch up with some
Oh, no worries,
stuff
Lorenzo.
going on with
No, no worries, man. I
on
figured
another. Well, they used to say on another network,
on another
like this is
network.
another networks, but that's
Yeah.
what they'd say. The Tonight Show or whatever.
On the late, 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 super late. God dang, it's late show.
I think like Jay Leno or one of those guys finally said, just
Mm-hmm.
finally said the name of the channel at the
Mm-hmm.
because they got a guest on and yet they can't even say which channel the.
Yeah.
I just remember watching it like at one time. At one time, the host, I think it was Leno, was just like
Leno.
it's on such and such. It's on CBS or it's on ABC or whatever it was. Entertaining for him to
Oh, okay,
because
whatever.
the network executives weren't happy they did that, but
Mm-hmm.
probably Leno who said that because he was just, I think he was just getting tired of that stuff that day. It was like it's not like people are just going to stop watching the channel altogether if somebody checks out a different channel one day.
Yeah.
I think it's the same way with YouTube. I mean, I had a couple tabs open. Hate to admit that, but
Oh no,
I was
no
just
worries.
trying to figure out. Oh,
That.
somebody had sort of like
Mm?
some sort of tag, where they was some sort of drama thing in their tagline. It did hook me in for a while, but once I figured out what the drama was about, then I was like, okay, well, I don't need to watch this.
Yeah.
That's silly.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to be into the drama of whatever's going on. Is.
Yeah, and then there's a couple of other Stackians who are hosting shows, but
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't see you on YouTube as often as those guys. So
Well, I guess because right now I'm only doing because I'm doing it since I do a lot of not safe for work stuff. Most of my stuff goes on Picardo because I can do it there without getting myself into major amounts of trouble. If I try to do it here,
yeah,
I can get kicked off.
yeah. The thing is that, yeah. So Hero Shack has his show on Mondays, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess Doug Garrett's streaming as well. But I didn't even check. The thing with Doug Garrett is he does stream like I think several days a week. So I know if I miss his show, that'll be okay. I feel kind of bad that I can't that with Chris, but he's just on here a lot more often than you are. So
Right. No, no worries. I mean, I am a lot more. It's generally generally I'm on Picardo, so I do
Yeah, I
stream
hope
a
you don't
lot.
mind me. I
Hmm?
hope you don't mind me mentioning other channels while you're streaming.
Oh no, you're good, man.
I assume a lot of the same people watching this show probably have their notifications turned on and knew about this anyway.
Mm.
Um, yeah, Doug Garrett's been like he's not like a regular member, but he's been
Yeah, but he has
honestly
more.
staff a few times I think now.
Yeah.
On probably two or three times at least. He came on one time. He played the banjo, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. That sounds cool.
I kind of like that instrument.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I guess
kind of
this week I'm working on my own stuff, and so right now I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this Tony stuff to work. And so one of the bigger issues is trying to put shadow here on the face, and so it's like it either works or it doesn't work. And
yeah.
so like but yeah, well, there's not much I can do since I don't play instruments. So Doug has something he can work with. It's just that he has to be in competition with a whole lot of other people who got the head start on
Who's
him.
that
He
you're
has a lot
talking
of
about?
competition with people that have a head start on him.
I don't know who the subject to the sentence is. Which person are you talking about?
Doug. Doug Garrett.
Like Doug Garrett?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Since he's
yeah.
been since he's doing a lot of music stuff and banjo stuff and what have you, he has more competition from those individuals.
Well, yeah. It's just kind of I don't know. He's just kind of doing his own thing. Like I think he had kind of like a metal band before, and I don't know if he currently has a band though. But he's got
Hmm.
he uploads music every once in a while. A lot of times he talks about comics, or I'll talk about like he has like a one like a what was that guy Randy Savage, the wrestler? Yeah, I think it's Macho Monday. That's what he's probably doing.
Hmm.
It's you know what I'm talking about? Randy Savage. I didn't
Yeah,
really know much about him.
yeah. I don't do a lot of wrestling stuff, so.
I used to watch the old stuff like with what I consider old is and people might not consider it that, but like Hulk Hogan and stuff as a kid that was on TV. Sometimes my parents tried discouraging me from watching it. They thought it was they just they just thought it was silly or something. But
It's evil. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, I wonder, maybe it was like too violent or something for.
I guess it just
Yes,
depends.
maybe that's what my parents were thinking.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of like the theatrical aspect of it. I mean, I know
Mm-hmm.
it's over exaggerated, but
Mm-hmm.
I think this is kind of part of the charm or whatever.
Yeah. It's part of the charm. It's like, oh, it's like they're like, oh, we're gonna be this, we're gonna be that. It's fun to watch. You know they're talking bullshit out of their mouth because it's part of their job, but it's just fun
Oh
watching
yeah,
going as
yeah,
like is because my grandfather was into it a lot. Um, Wrestling and I'm boxing. So I think he took us to our first wrestling match, and I think at the time Hulk Hogan was still wrestling, and then so that's how we got started on that. So it was generally Hulk Hogan that we cheered on as kids. So because like I said, my grandfather. So
yeah. Well, that's pretty cool.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I guess before him, and this was a little before my time. I mean, I might have been like a real little kid or baby or something, but there was Andre the Giant, and I think he had retired. I think he had basically retired, and um, Hulk Hogan won. Maybe put that in air quotes, because they actually, I think they've actually even they got into the story in a documentary about wrestling.
yeah.
They kind of were. It, I
Hmm?
want to be very very careful to be respectful of the wrestlers. It's definitely not fake because that's dangerous, some dangerous
No,
stuff.
no, that's some
But
dangerous stuff.
I do believe it's the outcome maybe
Well, the storylines
pretty.
are it's more about the storylines. I mean,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people are gonna win, some people are gonna lose, but most of the time you're there for the freaking you're freaking. It's like to say it's a how ladies have novellas or
Oh yeah,
the soap operas. Essentially that's
yeah,
what wrestling is for men. Is it's soap opera for men.
yeah. And I remember seeing. I mean, I didn't see it at the time, but trying to think of trying to remember who it was. I think it might have been John Stossel from 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and I could be wrong. Uh, Said something claiming that wrestling was fake, and the wrestler just like like punched him or slapped him, and oh man, he went flying from what I recall. So
Yeah.
be careful how you phrase things. These guys are tough guys.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know if everything they do, like every single punch or whatever, uh, lands exactly how it looks on TV. But I know they can really easily get. I mean,
Clobbered.
it's very easy. People have died in the ring, so I want to be very careful not to
Yeah,
sound like a
not to
despair.
insult
But
somebody.
it sounded like maybe something happened where I don't know if the choreography got thrown off,
Sometimes it's just
or what.
sometimes it's just an accident. It stuff
Yeah, they didn't
happens.
know. They didn't know. They didn't know if there was this one guy in this wrestling documentary who was saying that they didn't know whether or not uh, Andre the Giant was going to let Hulk Hogan win. Like
Hmm.
they, I mean, I think the plan was he would retire and Hulk Hogan would be the champion.
Hmm.
Otherwise, he would retire with a champion belt, and
Yeah.
that can't really have that. But I think he actually did give Hulk Hogan like a genuine
Yeah.
uh, fight. Like I think the thing lasted longer than it was supposed to. I can't remember what the thing was. Can't remember what that documentary was called, but I think it had like
Probably has something to do with Andre the Giant.
huh?
It probably has something to do with Andre the Giant. Because
Um, well, I watched a documentary about him, but I also watched something. I don't know if they call it the real history of wrestling or something like that. I can't remember.
that's the real
But whatever it
history of
was,
wrestling.
I think it was the people from wherever it was the WWF or wherever, um,
Hmm.
where the wrestling federation was at the time that was popular, and I was quite surprised because it was more complex than I thought as far as um, what's real and what's not. I definitely wouldn't call it fake after I'd watched that.
Yeah.
That was several years ago, but that's when I started getting interested in wrestling again, a little bit as an adult. I don't. There's not any of these wrestling federations now that I can really keep track of what's going on.
Right. Hmm.
There was
Yeah.
one I.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
No, no, you go ahead. I'm following your train of thought. Sorry.
Well, there was one that was in like when I was in high school, junior high or high school, where they had like chicken wire or barbed wire or something on the side of the ring, and the one guy was like putting the guy's neck near it, and that looked pretty darn dangerous to me. Like it at all.
a lot of this,
And
a
of course,
lot
the
of.
announcer was like, I don't know for how long we're going to be able to show this. I mean, the theatrics behind the whole thing, and I mean, and just the abilities of the wrestlers was just really incredible. And I think that's something that I
I
guess
think that's part of the
the
charm.
underappreciated. I don't think that's something my parents really appreciated.
Right. No, I think that's
I
part of the charm of it.
don't think my late father really ever got into it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think honestly, I think that's part of the charm. Is a
Yeah,
it's made for spectacle. It's made for fun. You're not there to analyze the whole thing. And
I think it
so.
has connections like to vaudeville and
Hmm.
maybe like an older form of wrestling too. So um, it's I think that's pretty cool because obviously some of the older styles of acting, they weren't always about being necessarily as um, true to life as possible. There were some kind of highly kind of stylized. I think maybe
Yeah.
phrase that was just some of it's like
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can
kind
get
of
this
over
crowd
the
to.
top, but I kind of like that.
Hmm?
I mean, I think that sort of thing might be kind of good for kids to see.
Right.
You know,
Let's see here.
especially when there's like good, there's a good guy, and then there's somebody doing, the villain. I guess
Right.
yeah, they become a villain if the good guy turns bad. They call it turning heel. That's I'm talking about something I don't know much about,
You're fine, man.
but
I'm actually
I
trying to
thought,
figure out how to get this crowd to go into it.
oh yeah, yeah, that's kind of freaking me out. It's almost like a crowd of zombies or something.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I was trying to get it to look like there's a crowd across everything, but
but did you draw these, or these are your characters, not just like some
no, they're
other template?
yeah,
That's
it's a
pretty.
template of some sort, as far as
That
I know.
looks like a
Damn it.
better one, though. I mean, on this screen, I can't really see it in much detail. Um, yeah, this is okay.
Hmm.
This fits in a lot better than some of the stuff I've seen before.
Trying to, okay, I think I goofed here.
They're missing faces, but it's a lot more realistic than some of the stuff I've seen. As far as background stuff. Isn't there one where they're just all shadows? It's like a
Yeah,
paintbrush.
there was one where there was all shadows, but I guess I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Uh,
Yeah, because that thing you were showing
yeah,
me, it,
it's not really working out the way I had it in mind
it
because the
was
idea was
better
this.
than that one where they're all shadows. That was just
Yeah, so I
But
may have
yeah,
to take some
there's
time.
something about that it still is kind of almost like Uncanny Valley or something. Unfortunately, where
Yeah,
repackaged, not as bad as the other stuff though.
yeah. So I probably might have to end up putting more.
It's
Eh.
weird that they didn't put any faces on the characters because that would actually.
Well, the idea was to take the set like this and then just kind of work it around so that it fits the perspective that it's in. And then the idea was to draw like a few characters here and there and so on and so forth.
I
So
mean, would you
that
draw
so
faces? Would you have like drawn faces on the characters too, or
yeah,
do you
I
even
would have
know?
drawn faces on characters and
Okay,
what have you.
so
That was the
I guess,
idea.
I guess once customized, it could work.
Yeah, and
It's just
so
it looks like a slightly different style than yours, but you do have almost you do have
yeah, so the idea is kind of
similar
funny
styles.
because a lot of these forward characters are essentially on the pavement, and so I can't well on the street rather than on the pavement. So it's kind of being a bit of a failure right now because I'm trying to figure out how to fix this, but
What
because
about the outfits? Do the outfits fit into your universe?
yeah to a degree yeah it's meant to be regular fashion universe. It's not meant to be science fiction stuff. It's supposed to be
Yeah,
superhero stuff set in a normal universe, but this isn't working out the way I had it planned. It's like
it's like it almost has kind of a manga or anime kind of style.
mm-hmm.
And so, is your style kind of influenced by that, or
Yeah.
that's what I thought?
So there are two things I gotta do. I gotta figure out the crowd, and then I gotta figure out this map thing, how to get it to work. And then because there are like spaces here that you I can put stuff in it. So I'm just thinking coming back to it when I have a better idea what I need to do for it. I
It
can
didn't look all that bad once it was like when she made it smaller.
yeah
So
yeah
I'm watching like this might be like a kind of a like a I think it's just like a 14-inch screen, and I'm only seeing part of the page too on here. So maybe it
yeah
looks different on your end.
yeah. I guess I just need to figure it out later on. So I'll come back to that. It
You're trying
may
to figure out how to position it on the pavement to make it look natural.
yeah, and then try to and then add in a crowd and then draw in a few crowd characters. For the most part, I'm gonna start where uh, on this other page and get the
I
Tonys
like
out of
how you're
those.
using these and stuff. Like there's some people who've actually drawn entire comic books. I think just using them, and
Mm,
they don't. That's probably not the way to go. But the way
mm,
you're doing it seems to be enhancing what you're doing.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's just getting hard to try to figure out. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess one of these days, because it's just
You know,
gonna.
like a lot of this stuff's actually hand drawn. It doesn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just like
you're
say
using,
using
you're not
aids.
using
Yeah, because I really I'm just using aids to aid you know reference stuff and the material to try and get from point A to point B without breaking my head too hard about it.
yeah.
Oh, another thing, if you are a hey, how's it going, Captain Trek? If you are a Clip Studio Paint user, if you hold down Shift while using the auto select, you can actually grab a few of these, you know, spaces at a time. So I thought it was a cool feature that I didn't know existed. So I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Oh, hey, Captain Truck.
How's it going, man?
So, let's see. Oh, looks like Terry's on with Chris. That's good. I was afraid he'd just be on by himself tonight.
Ah,
I was just looking over to see, just make sure everything's going smoothly. Because,
but you could also use this. So
well, that's pretty cool. That
yeah, the pretty cool feature was the select tool, but it's not 100% perfect.
it's amazing how things have gotten, how good things have gotten since like the days of Mac Paint,
Right?
1984.
Dude,
I mean,
just
I remember, I think it was like Photoshop became like a really big tool, and it was, I think people are using that on the Mac at first, and now I think people can just use that on or whatever. I mean, I probably just Mac and PC. That's for Linux,
yeah,
but now they've got a clip
clips,
studio.
Clip Studio Paint.
I think it's like really popular with artists in particular.
Yeah. Oh,
It's made, or is it, or do people use it for other things?
you can use it for a lot of other things.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I just they may have picked a more so like I picked a complicated tile bit, and so I was like, hey.
Clip Studio. Oh, so now I'm seeing. Uh, so Clip Studio used to be known as Manga Studio,
Yep.
North America,
Uh huh. I'm
and
not sure
formerly
why.
known in Japan as Kurisuta. I don't know if I probably butchered that.
Sounds like you butchered it, sir.
Oh, like apparently it was available for Mac OS, Windows, iOS, iPad OS, and Android. Okay, that's pretty cool. Sorry, I was reading from Wikipedia.
Oh no, you got man. But yeah, so if you hold shift and you drag across with the wand, the select wand, it'll select a few things as you go along. So it's like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know diddly squat about much of this stuff, so I
Yeah, no.
your word for it. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'm kind of grateful. I was like, I discovered this toning stuff to do. I was like, okay, because now it just doesn't look like a white plain backgroundish thing, and so it has some kind of form, some kind of shading to it, some kind of way to separate everything.
Yeah, I accidentally typed in Photo Show, and it turns out, sure enough, there's something called Photo Show. Not with a W at the end, just with an O.
Huh.
That's what happens when somebody accidentally types the wrong thing in
Right.
Wikipedia. Let's see, Adobe Photoshop. The oh wow, 1990. Okay, I'm trying to remember. I thought that. Oh, 1990 for Mac. Photoshop 1.0 was released on February 1990 for Macintosh exclusively. Yeah, I thought that started off as the Mac program, and then
Yeah.
it
Then
sounded like
just kind of graduated from there, and it just got better. It got gotten better and stuff like that.
well, it's apparently that's available on Windows, Mac, and iPad OS. But yeah, I guess Clip Studio is available for even Android, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's free, but yeah,
Yeah, I think. Well, I think there's one that's available for. Isn't there? Aren't there different versions? I think one version is available for like a decent price.
yeah. The debate version, which is kind of like the I guess you might want to put kind of like getting Photoshop Lite. That's essentially what it is.
I'm wondering, if I somehow just for some reason decide to start drawing, even though I don't really think I have much talent. I'm wondering. Oh, you see, they even have a free trial.
Well, a lot of people who can't draw tend to use like 3D Studio Max and stuff like that. It's like, well, I can't draw for to save my life.
What's that called? You were talking about?
uh, Not 3D Studio Max. I'm sorry, Das Studio or Poser, and
Huh.
it's a program where you buy where you use their people make products that you could use, and so you can like if you want to make your own Westworld type story, you can make your own Westworld type story. You can make
Oh, you can like use
3D
some
models
pre-made
and
art or something.
yeah, it's like
Oh, I
3D
see.
models and stuff like that. I would show you, but I would get myself kicked off of YouTube. Like, so I need
This
to
is
come
weird. Let's see. There's a free trial up to 6 months
for
and free every day for iPhone. I don't know what free every day means.
for
Galaxy is 6 months free. I don't know.
for
That's
Clip
weird.
Paint Studio.
Yeah, it's like Windows up to 3 months free. Galaxy 6 months free. Apple for says for Mac OS
Mm-hmm.
up to 3 months free.
Mm-hmm.
For iPad up to 3 months free, and this is for iPhone free every day. I don't know what free every day means.
I'm guessing it's a light version of the program, so you can like make little doodles here and there, but you're not. But it's not going to give you like overly a ton of stuff. Plus, you have to have a stylus. I would believe like a stylus pen that you can use, not your finger.
Yeah, I'm just wondering this free trial up to 6 months. Why it's free every day? Does it mean it's free every day for 6 months, or
I don't
I
know.
don't get that. They could do this, or reword it a little bit better, but maybe
I
they have some sort of deal with Apple for the
I think
iPhone. Where
yeah, I think they were just them trying to be cute. Was their wording
yeah, they were cute in a way that I don't understand.
like, hey, we're going to be cute about it? No, no, you're just being confused. Quit doing that. Be straight and be to the point and be direct. Come on, guys.
Yeah, so I don't know if that just means it's just the 6 month trial or what.
Yeah,
That's confusing.
yeah. It's still a pretty good program because it's letting me do quite a bit, and so
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the price. I mean, not
last time I checked, the standard the like to say the amateur the for beginners is like $69 $79 somewhere in that neighborhood.
so it's like buying a video game or
Yeah,
something. That's
more or
the
less.
price. That's not too bad. I'm guessing the pro version might be a little. They're calling that might be a little
Mm.
bit more expensive.
Yeah, I think it's like almost $200 or something to that effect. But it allows you to do like
I see.
so much other stuff.
Yeah.
So it
So
would
I guess the thing would be for somebody to get like a free version, and then after that, determine which version to buy.
yeah, that would probably be the
The demo,
best.
like get the demo version,
Yeah.
try it out for three
Well,
to
the
six
demo
months.
version, I think what the demo version will let you do is it'll let you try everything, but it won't let but it won't let you save anything beyond a normal file in its the native file that it has, and even then it'll probably be just normal files. You wouldn't be able to save their. They have their own prepared. I can't say it. Their own version of animation software for it. So you can make 2D movies with it. So you can do cartoon stuff. So if you want to make your own Transformers or whatever, you can do it.
Yeah.
So dang it. And so that's it's something for the it's something for the animator, it's something for the painter, it's something for the illustrator like me.
Yeah.
You know, because most of my work
Well, I
is
guess it couldn't be the Transformers if somebody wanted to market it
well,
themselves.
I
It have to
know
be the legally distinct.
I was just using them as an example, but
Yeah. Well, if somebody had like an OC or whatever that was in that universe and they
mm,
fan art or something, they might be able to kind of like if they had a Lorenzo Sleestack or
mm,
something, they might
yeah,
like I do. Right? Be create
be creative about it.
a
Yeah, let's make sure this. Yeah, let me see here. No, this is a spot. This is why I love Control Z because I can't mess up too much.
yeah, that's always been a handy.
Yeah. Hang on. Client asking me something. But yeah, it's like so. I discovered Tony for it. Tony for this, so I might apply it to other stuff. But what like definitely, I'm gonna avoid trying to do colors until I can get better at it.
Yeah, that seems like something that would just take too long.
Yeah, it's taking away
If
too
you're
long.
having a hard time just adding some like people to the background,
Yeah.
you just imagine you just trying to get the perfect
Well,
color.
I mean, there is a comic where I'd done like a huge background, but the with lots of characters in it, and it took me a while. But the thing is that well, yeah, it took me a while. Now that I have to color
Yeah.
it, I have to color it, and that's taking me forever because I am a slow turtle when it comes to freaking.
Yeah, it seems like something you're good for. Like if you maybe be okay if you just had to do the cover, but if you
Yeah,
have to do like a comic book, it seemed like that might be.
yeah. It seems that seems more like I kind of failed the most.
Yeah, it seems like in fact, didn't you do the cover and first few pages of
Yeah,
this color?
yeah. But those were just the flats, and so
Oh, I see. So
yes.
okay,
So to do like everything for it is like yeah no, it's like I'm not gonna win that. I'm not gonna win that trade.
yeah. No,
So
that's bad. I guess we all have our limitations.
yeah,
I can, I when I said I can barely draw a stick figure before, I
yeah,
wasn't just completely joking. I barely even like I drew a face and it wasn't even like a stick figure thing. I just gave up
yeah,
on the stick figure. Because getting the arms and legs even kind of even or even looking. I gave up on.
Hmm. Yeah.
I was using Mac Paint, and that wasn't even set up to be. It was like a 1984 type is when it came out,
Yeah.
and it wasn't set up to be used with touchscreen. I couldn't even use my trackpad
Mm-hmm.
in that emulator. So
Right.
I did an okay job with what
With what
I
you had.
had. The when I was a Lorenzo human for Halloween, I
Yeah.
figured, but I went and used my own design and was kind of happy to get rid of it once Halloween was over.
Yeah. No worries, man. Not everybody's meant to be an artist or a C-stack.
Or altrusion.
There.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We have a new challenger.
Hello.
Hey, guess. Yeah, I'm so yeah. So it's getting kind of better, I guess. I think just like I said, I think just now I need to just not do anything in color when it comes to comics. It's like oh, yeah, I'm too slow.
It's true. Hey, Gias. It's Lorenzo.
Give him a bit. He may be doing something.
I'm trying to find the mute button on my remote.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah. That can be kind of difficult to find. I don't know, like these remotes, like when I was a kid, they were simple, but as I was got a little older, they started making universal remotes with like way too many buttons on there.
mm-hmm.
Like in high school when they came up with those, maybe.
There's like 2 dozen buttons on this thing. It's the one that came with the TV.
Yeah, I prefer when they were simple. Gosh, when I was a kid, I was the remote. I had to stand up and channel. When they had remote controls, it's just my family didn't. My folks didn't have TVs with
Mm-hmm.
first.
Yeah. Hey, humble.
Oh,
Wow. 5 viewers. Awesome. If y'all enjoying what y'all watching, please hit the like and subscribe button.
oh, and please share out the link if you can.
That too.
1985, Philips introduced the first universal remote. Ever since then, it's I don't know, the remotes have gotten more and more abundant. It seems.
Ah. Oh, I was 5 when that came out.
Yeah, I was quite little when that. Well, I was still in elementary school. This is interesting. Wikipedia. 1987, the first programmable. Yeah, I call it I think I mispronounced it. Programmable universal remote was released. It was called the Core, Core, in capital all caps,
Yeah.
and was created by CL9, a startup funded by Steve Wozniak, the inventor of the Apple I and Apple II computers.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's how he got in trouble with Apple, even though he co-founded the company.
Yeah.
But he had worked on this side project.
Yeah, but
I have no idea what. I think he's still officially an Apple, like
who made this again?
something. Steve Wozniak.
Yeah,
The
I think I because I know they had some kind of a falling out with him and Steve Jobs or something like that.
well, I think it got kind of complicated because I know that they had some arguments, and then Jobs was kind of booted out the company by the Steve Scully guy,
Yeah.
and I think, or was it Steve Scully or something other? Was it John Scully? I think, I don't know. But then he left, and I don't know. At some point in time, Steve Jobs came back. I mean, I think towards the end of, I mean, I think him and Wozniak got along most of the time, but
Mm-hmm.
but Wozniak didn't want to be the Wozniak didn't really want to run the company though.
No. Yeah, he just wanted to stay as like a creator guy.
And then there was a thing, and he didn't like talking about it, but there was a thing where way back when they worked for Atari, um, Steve Jobs, um, um, the allegation was that he didn't pay Wozniak for some video game he worked on. But that was like maybe in the 70s or
Yeah.
80s or something. So
Hmm.
that was before they even founded Apple Computer, so that might have just been the 70s.
Right.
I think they were pretty good friends, but they had some fights like friends sometimes too.
Yeah. It's always the same, you know. No, it's not like they're gonna not we're all going to agree on the same thing every time, you know.
I think it was like when they were. I personally would think that was maybe when they were the most innovative was when both of those guys were heavily involved with Apple. I mean, as I said, Wozniak didn't want to run the company, but he was heavily involved with the. I think he straight up invented the Apple One, and then was probably on the team with the Apple Two. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Wikipedia's calling him the inventor, so maybe he invented the first model of Apple Two, and
I guess.
later on he had maybe brought in a team to work on some of the revisions.
You know, this pattern I'm using is supposed to say starry sky, but it looks more like just something. I don't know what. It's supposed to be skies, but it just is weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, humble Marty.
Yeah. We got a famous person. Well, semi-famous. Famous.
Well,
YouTube
that's really
famous.
cool.
Yeah. So I was like, hey.
Well, this is great. I'm glad I tuned in and then joined you
Yeah.
in the Discord.
If you guys want access to the Discord so y'all can chat here with me and Lorenzo and Gias, just let me know and then I'll DM you on uh, Twitter. Humble Melter.
So am I still here? I'm
Hmm?
still in chat because I'm looking at. I
Yeah.
don't really know how to use Discord, and I'm
Well,
looking at some
you're
moderate
they
questions.
yeah. Well, I like I said, I set the sound so that everybody can hear us talking. At least I think everybody should be hearing us talking, unless they've been hearing me talking to myself for like an hour or something.
I just thought maybe I disappeared into the void, or so. I forgot the Discord. We can voice thing, and I can still switch over and look at some other chats in here.
Yeah, that's the thing with Discord. Is Discord is kind of separate for everything else, so you're not stuck in like say it's not like a StreamYard where you enter that chat and you're in that chat for until the end of time. Uh, so so you can stick with the YouTube channel muted and then get into the Discord chat with me.
But how is it that I'm in the Discord chat with you, but I'm also able to look at other stuff on Discord? That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't be looking at the same screen the whole time.
yeah, that's the great thing about it is you don't have to sit there and keep messing with it sometimes.
I guess just the ability to go to more than one screen, which really shouldn't be that all incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't really do that with StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you go and I guess you can open another tab, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can, Like I said, Discord, it's essentially when you plug into the voice chat, you're still on my server, and so you can check everything on my server, and you can check everything in another server. But as long as you remain connected into the voice chat on my server, you're always going to be able to chat with me in this server.
Like for instance, I could look at Fembot University.
There you go.
Hope that wasn't a secret.
No,
I think you kind of.
it's just that I need to finish that. Like I need to finish a whole lot of other things. It's like, hey, thank you.
Is that a different project you're working on?
Oh yeah. Like I said, there are other projects I need to, to my everlasting shame that I have not finished, and I need to finish them.
Yeah.
And so they get done and they stay done. It's like I want them to stay done.
I just like the name. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have a few stories I need to finish. Like incomplete chapters are in the waiting.
Yeah. And so that's the hope, is to get all of that done when all is said and done. And then and so this week I'm actually going to concentrate on another one that was in color and has never been, and it hasn't, and it currently is not finished, but I need to finish it. The thing is that, like I said before, is that all the inking is done. So what's left is the colors and the dialogue, which is there's dialogue for it. I just need to find it again.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
Mm-hmm.
kind of looking to see to look at what's going on in a different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you're good, man. Excuse me. Quiet. Don't tell me. Yep. Didn't see that piece of hair. Thankfully, I don't have to worry too much about it. Because usually when I do YouTube stuff, it's this is essentially my free week to do work on other stuff that I need to work on, or to work on my own stuff. This week I'm just trying to finish what I have, just the Tony here on this one, and then and that should be done for this this month.
I like what I see.
Thank you.
And I'm thinking I'm gonna drink some coffee.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Gosh, yeah, I felt a little zapped for as far as energy.
Oh no.
But I had to go to a doctor's appointment earlier, so
Oof.
maybe that was it.
Yeah, we know a guy who does like a lot of stuff, and he had to deal with some stuff with people. It's like okay, man. So hopefully he's having an okay time.
Yeah, it's not like I did a lot of stuff. It's just I don't know. I think I wore a long sleeve shirt. It was actually like 70 outside.
Yeah.
So very good, because like the temperature was, they had like I don't know, it seemed like they had the heater on the hospital and it's up to 75. I mean, so I think that just being in that environment kind of made me sleepy. I didn't take like a nap or anything, so yeah, that's why I'm a little tired. I'm gonna make sure I've got my heat off, because I mean, up here in northern Michigan, it was pretty cold a few days ago. Like maybe not yesterday, but the day before, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I made sure that the heater is absolutely positively off. I mean, it's the furthest away from like full blast,
All right, let's
so
see
it's
here.
got to be off now. I thought it was such a like, say if it dropped below 60 or something, but who knows?
All right, let's see here. Try. So I'm trying to see if I can make her look darker. Let's see. Let's try. Damn it. So I'm trying to make her look like a dark skinned character. So I'm trying to see if that works. Mm, let's try. Too dark.
Did you get quiet, Daniel?
Yeah, no, I'm. I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry.
I
I'm.
think
I'm. I'm muttering to myself. I'm trying to figure out if I can get this to work the way I think.
I try not to say anything, put anything out when things get quiet,
Oh no, it's.
because you do that on my show, and a lot of times it's just
Yeah, I
you
know.
know
It's just me
we're
going.
fine. But I was just trying to make sure that
Oh no,
finally
you're good, man. I'm.
when it's working or something.
It's more me trying to figure if I can get this. If I can get this tonal shading to work the way I had it in my head. This is like, okay, let me see if this works. You know.
Oh,
So, it's most of this right now is me experimenting, trying to see what works and what doesn't work, and
looks like looks like her.
hmm?
Okay, yeah, this definitely looks like the old school 1984 Mac desktop or whatever. Like the
I
little.
mean, it kind of has that feel, and I wasn't actually trying to do that, but because I'm trying to get it to look like tonal shading, and which
Yeah, I'm not sure if it'll work for skin. I like it's for the background though.
yeah,
I like those old school backgrounds.
yeah. I mean, I am gonna leave it like that just to give everybody the idea that she's supposed to be kind of dark skinned, and then
Well, the thing is, you made her
mhm.
the top of her have dark skin, but it doesn't look like her legs have it.
Well, the
It
outfit is a
looks,
different
it looks
color.
like
The outfit is
it
a
looks
different
like her
color.
clothes. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
different feature
if
on
I
the
put the
screen.
suit in these actual colors, it'll be a lot of gold and a lot of silver.
Okay.
But right now, I'm just trying to get the skin, and then I was gonna put the shadows and all this other good stuff. And then
Oh, so that's a different pattern for her clothes.
yeah, so different tones for different things. So I'm trying to make that my idea is as I try to get there.
You
So
like 8 feet tall, Daniel?
hmm
Is she like 8 feet tall?
no, she should probably be about a good 5'8".
Oh, that's all. I thought maybe she was like I was exaggerating, but I thought maybe she was like a supermodel, like 6 feet tall or something.
No,
Which wouldn't be a bad thing, is
I mean it's
it's
not a bad thing, but it's like I was trying to make.
does have long legs.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now that you mention it, yeah.
It could be kind of the perspective too that the detective's looking at her
Hmm.
from angle.
Thanks, Marty. And then
Was Terry in the chat?
I don't know. Was Terry in the chat? I
I
didn't.
thought you think Mighty Geek Studios. It could be
No,
wrong.
I said humble.
Oh,
Humble Marty's still in the chat.
oh, oh, Almighty. Okay.
Marty.
Is he Almighty or is that Marty?
Humble
I
Marty?
can't hear. So Almighty is a different person.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting all confused.
No worries.
I hope I'm not doxing people on your Discord.
No.
Hey, do these guys show up on
Uh,
air?
only on here, not so
Yeah.
much. On my regular channel, yeah. Now on YouTube, a lot of people kind of gun shy to be on YouTube, and so I was like, it's like, okay, you know, no, like I'm not forcing nobody.
Yeah, it seems like Picarto is I mean even the name still it's Pic Art. Oh.
Pick art. Oh, yeah. Usually, like I said, it's easier to do a bunch of stuff on there than it is to do here, mainly because I don't have to worry about copyright strikes and stuff.
Seems like it's more artist friendly
Yeah.
in general. I could see why some people might not want to be involved with YouTube, and some people really enjoy it. I mean,
Mhm.
I'll see. I'm looking at sorry, hey, stop for a second, but it's in mid sentence. But it looks like the Picarto
Mhm.
ad program in the Google Play Store isn't. It's like has a 1.9 out of 5 star rating. And that's not what people really use.
Yeah.
I mean, we're using Discord, so. Oh, live stream and chat. Maybe that's the program itself, or devices incompatible with this version. I'm running a Chromebook, so maybe that's why it has such low rating.
Hmm.
Maybe it's not the most ideal way to check out.
Uh,
I don't know.
now, Picardo, uh, I don't think it's I don't think it has any kind of filters. It works. I had to change the where I get the source because it just kind of just keeps failing. So
The
hopefully,
source.
it was giving me from the I guess from the side of California, and California was having issues, and so I switched to the west.
You can choose that stuff.
You have to
I
choose
don't
the
think you
best.
can choose that with YouTube, can you? I
Hmm?
don't think you can choose that with YouTube, can you?
I don't know, but
You get to choose your server. Is that it?
yeah. Well, it's like if you live on the California side, you get to choose. You get if you pick their server, you'll get the server on their side. If you live somewhere like say on the side of New York or in the middle or like where I am, you use the other one. And what I was doing is I was using the one for California, not thinking about it, and so I switched to the other one. And I'm thinking to myself, hopefully that stops the randomness that I get from it, and maybe somebody da, 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 the latency gets better, and so people are not
Well, that's cool.
hearing me say something 2 minutes later after I said it. You know, because I'll get that it's like, oh, you said something like 2 minutes ago. I'm like, really? It's like I said that 2 minutes
Yeah,
ago, man.
that would be really really confusing.
Yeah, yeah.
So was it So would it be like fine? You're just talking. You like the Discord. It wouldn't affect the Discord part, but like people in chat.
Yeah.
Because in chat on YouTube, gosh, there's a I don't know if it's 2 minutes, but there is that delay. So anything that could even slightly reduce the delay would be a good thing. It
Yeah.
does cause a lot of confusion. Like during an auction, that can be really frustrating.
Mm. Oh yeah, definitely. It's like you're in the middle of saying something and then. Durr. Damn it.
Yeah, like, somebody will think nobody's, the auctioneer will think nobody's bidding on it, and it'll turn out that, yeah, I was in the chat trying to bid on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to happen on my buddy's Rick's auction. I mean, I don't know if he still does an auction, but it was an excellent auction.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to kind of type quickly or something. There's a delay.
Yeah. No worries. It's
Like sometimes you kind of move on to the next item thinking that nobody wanted it. And I would just be trying to figure out how much to bid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, he had a lot of excellent art in his auction. I don't know if he's no longer doing that or what, but
Oh, who knows?
yeah. What's the name of his channel? I hope you don't mind me plugging. But,
No, go ahead, man.
Cross Comics. That's what it's called.
Hmm. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't do auctions like that. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna
Have you
come-
checked out? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Have you checked out Rick's channel?
No, I don't think I have. I mean, I'll check it out. I just need the link when I get there.
Yeah, I guess like so he's got this. He's got a lot of characters. What he did is he created this universe of. I don't know if they're all Canadian characters, but I think a lot of them are. I don't know. At least the main character is the Canadian Shield, and then there's one called the Buckler that
Yeah.
is unofficial.
Yeah.
But, the Canadian Shield's kind of interesting in that he's got both. He's got a mask on, like one might expect from more of a stealthy character.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's like totally. He's just like this big, totally ripped guy, like the Hulk or something. It's kind of
kind of weird.
yeah. It's kind of he's a good
Good guy.
hero, but he's like totally menacing looking with that mask. It's kind of cool seeing like character representing Canada that's so badass looking. I like it. I like that character a lot. And he crowdfunded and delivered on his first campaign, and I think that was in the works for decades. Like he had been planning this in his head for a long time. But I really like tuning into his channel. I don't. A lot of times I don't see it. There was a while where I might have missed it for a few months even, but I'm trying to tune in lately.
Yeah. Oh, you're good.
I think it's fun.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure this out, and I just noticed I messed up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cover my mess ups. I'm like, I messed up here. Let's see. So, like I said, I'm not always perfect when I do this stuff, so I was like, crap. When I do notice I mess up.
Well, I see what you're going for with. I think. I mean, I know the patterns like really enhance the.
Enhance the
You know,
look.
otherwise it's kind of like looks almost like just a little too bare. You know,
Mm,
without colors.
yeah, and that was the idea, was to take out the background for a bit. Okay.
Oh, I see. This Fembot University. Yeah,
It's a comic
yeah.
that's gonna reach not safe for work levels. There's only like 9 pages paid for, and that needs to be finished. But
Oh, is that just a private commission?
it's a private group commission, and I need to finish that too. Like
Have
like
you
a bunch
have
of
you
emails.
done any of that stuff on air? I don't want to give any. I don't want to
Oh,
be waste other
not.
people's.
I've done
No.
it. I've done it on my other streams. It's just again, it's one of those comics that will eventually hit into not safe for work territory. So I really can't put
Yeah,
it on
I'm
here.
just making sure I'm not going to get you in trouble for mentioning something. You know,
Mm-mm. You're good.
I should. I just,
Yeah, I just wish it. Mm. Yeah, so it's stuff that needs to get done. Let's see here. All right. See if I can get shadows on her too. There we go.
what about the stream reservations?
Oh, it's back when I was used to doing that on my Picardo, but like after this one dude that is like he was kind of using like his father's credit card without asking his father about it,
Oh, no.
and
Oh, boy. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to bring this up.
like I was like, I'm like, oh man, and I didn't know this, and so suddenly I got like a $14 negative charge on my on my account
Well,
stuff. I was like, okay,
I
well, I'm not offering that again. It's like for a while, but
what was it? You're going to say like hundreds of dollars or something, but
yeah, it's $100. It's a lot of money, man. I'm just not gonna say too much about it. It's bridge
okay,
under
never
water,
mind.
and I'm not gonna
I'm
talk
really
about.
sorry to brought any of this stuff up.
Oh no, you're good, man.
I'm just kind of curious about. I don't even know what all this stuff is different. I don't know when I get a little overwhelmed with Discord because there tends to be
Quite a
so
bit
many
of information
resources,
to.
servers and I don't always know what there's not necessarily an explanation as far as what the labels mean. And this is like this on each and every Discord.
Yeah, I know. A lot of them tend to have a lot of like us have a lot of information overload, and then so that's probably why I asked for help was from like people like guests and so on and so forth, to like help kind of lighten the load somewhat.
Yeah, it's not like it. It's not like it's like once you explain what they are, they actually seem to be properly labeled,
Mm-hmm.
which is better than some other Discord servers I'm on. I just joined a few within like I don't know I don't know for the last couple months or so when I started using it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's maybe been a little bit longer, but I wasn't really. I started off. I was just on one server.
Yeah, it's something to learn to get used to when you get there. So I'm hoping this works out, but okay when in the long run, because man, this is gonna be take me a bit to get used to.
See the part that says voice connected or voice command? voice connected. Well, that's
Where?
general.
Oh,
Now
that's just
you're
that.
in general.
That's just telling you you're connected to the voice chat.
Oh, now I clicked on general, and that's how we can see the different people in the chat.
Yeah.
That's always been kind of confusing. Sometimes I go if like I've gone in a voice chat before where there's several people and I didn't know who the heck was talking.
Yeah. No.
With
It's
the screen, it's hard to tell the little tiny.
tiny stuff. Yeah. I know the. Hang on one sec. It's actually CJ.
I suppose I probably should be saying something. That's gonna
Yes, you could.
that's gonna that's for this conversation.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Well, sorry about that. I was didn't know if I talked if that would disrupt you or
Oh no,
then I
I
was
was
if I
the
get
client.
bored.
The client called about the comic. We're in the lettering stage right now,
Well, that's great.
and so that's where we're at on the book, and so it should be, I guess, ready by the middle of November, somewhere toward the end of November, and so you guys should be seeing quite a bit of it, and then so I'll have the PDF, the digital PDF soon, so I can so you guys can pick it up for 5. and then
Yeah, how much? Do you know how much that's? How much do you say that's going to cost?
he said 5.
Oh, wow, that's not bad.
Mm.
How big? How big? How long is that?
It's 28 pages, and the little 8 pages like 8, but I don't know if I don't know if he's gonna give me the digital PDF for the 8 pager.
Oh,
Um, so, because I do believe we still want to keep stuff for like the for all the backers first. So we're gonna do all the backers, do all the backers first, and then everybody else. But you can still get the main book from me.
okay.
Yeah,
What was the 8 page thing?
it's a little story. It's a little like to say, like a little prologue to the main book.
It was like an ash can or something.
Well, they're all ashcan size, so they're
Oh,
uh,
okay.
yeah, so they're all ashcan size, and so what you're getting is a little story that tells you this is what happened at this time and that time and at that time.
Actually been encouraging creators to make smaller sized
Mm-hmm.
comics if it's
Mm-hmm.
if that's more feasible, then go for it. Because and the idea that it all has to be like some big gargantuan
Size.
graphic novel, and that
Mm-hmm.
everybody's got to do
Yeah,
that.
well,
And
not
take
all.
a year to make it, or 2 years, or whatever. If they want to do that, people want to back that. That's fine, but it doesn't seem like that's a sustainable model for each and every
Every
comic book
person,
wants
yeah.
to do it.
No, it's not. It's really
You
not.
know, and,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I'm not sure. Some readers really, they really enjoy it. Well, that's fine. But some other readers might not want to wait that long to,
To read their stuff, yeah.
yeah, and then if there's a sequel, it might just
Okay, you know how this program is
go.
good when I'm using this in two. I'm sorry. I'll let you finish your.
Well, let's go ahead.
It's
Uh,
letting me use this screen tone, but it's letting me blend the tones together so it doesn't look too too hard, and I think that's cool.
I think Humble Marty likes it. I like it too. This looks way better.
Mm-hmm.
This makes sense. Um, Before it just like um just didn't look like skin tone to me. It looked maybe it just looked a little too close to the background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just kind of playing with it now. It's just yeah. I think that was my biggest
Yeah,
issue. Is
that's more natural.
that was just my biggest issue is trying to figure out how to make you know dark skinned characters look good in the tone that this is set in the screen tone settings. And so I was like, and I
Yeah, before it just kind of looked like
mm,
the skin tone was the same as the
the background
the material that or the
that was used for the background.
coloring of it. Oh yeah,
Yeah, so it looks like it works out better. So
yeah. This has a yeah. I like it. Like a lot. It's
yeah.
interesting to what you could do with that program.
Yeah, because it's letting me blend and blur stuff. So like the fact that it's still in screen tone, just like, oh hey, that works out for me. It's like,
Well, I like that you're using some digital. I mean, you're okay. So you're doing things digitally, and you're using some digital tools that might be a little different than you might see in a traditional
yeah,
hand comic, but you're using it to good
yeah.
effect, effect. I can't remember.
No, you're good. And no,
You're using it well.
yeah,
Did you ever tweet out that you're live?
yeah. I did.
Here I tell people to tweet out the page, and I don't think I.
I only I put it to everybody, and I even put it out on my Twitter. It should be on the other one too. I had another Twitter account.
I'm looking on Twitter, so trying to remember if you're Daniel or the Tech Corner on there.
The Tech Corner. At the Tech Corner. Yeah, but it's.
Oh, I see. You're Daniel Vega at the Tech Corner on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Get that out. Okay, never mind. I'm okay. Really do need some coffee, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just saying nothing when you were.
Oh man, you're good. It's like mostly we're trying to just enjoy the work, and if people want to ask questions about the comic or they have yeah, if they have questions about the comic, we can work on it. We can talk about that, and so on.
Yeah, my channel. I don't know. My channel wasn't really like. It's not really. I'm not really marketing as a drawing channel, though. That's mostly what goes on is drawing and conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's see. So I guess if things get quiet, it seems like people kind of start panicking or something. But mainly just you, actually.
Yeah.
I guess it's good that I didn't panic. Nothing really good comes from that.
Oh, you're fine, man.
I was just trying to figure out how to have a conversation with myself, and that didn't seem feasible.
Yeah, no. And
I mean, you talk to the chat, but you're typically talking about what's going on with the artwork.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much what I'm doing. It's like, oh, hey, I'm doing this and I'm doing that.
Yeah, if you're talking about somebody on the phone, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, that's usually why I get off the phone. Like I mute it because generally those conversations are private. And so
you were continuing to draw then. There was something on the screen.
Sometimes,
right?
yeah. Sometimes I'll continue to draw while I'm talking on the phone, but at this point, I just needed to see what was going on.
Was there nothing going on? Was there no sound? Was I not saying anything, and there was nothing on the screen?
Oh no, you're fine.
Really
no, you're fine, man.
That's what happened. All right.
You're fine.
I'm just kind of tired tonight.
Oh, you're fine, man. Just like if anything, I just like it. I was like I have to keep telling the client, just like, come on, dude. I stream every Mondays, man. And then so it's like, damn it. So you can just see me going, come on, dude.
What do you say? You do this every Monday?
Yeah, every Monday and every Thursday. But there's usually 1 week where I don't stream at all, mainly because that's me at that time trying to do render work.
Do you stream on YouTube every Monday, or is it usually on Picardo, or?
I'm usually on Picardo. So like
this.
Well,
that's why I didn't.
Yeah. So there's 2 weeks of me on Picardo, and then there's 1 week of me not streaming at all because I can't do it with the with the render machine, with the rendering part of stuff. And then there's this week where I am streaming on YouTube, and it's on YouTube that I can't really do too much, mainly because being a guy that works mostly in not safe for work stuff, it kind of limits what I can and can't do, especially when.
I see why I'm a bit confused about that. So sometimes you're on YouTube, sometimes you're in Picardo.
Yeah.
But is it always through Discord?
Yeah, it's always through Discord.
It can simplify things on my end. I don't know.
Yeah, because I tried streaming. I think I tried StreamYard once, and I just couldn't get it to do my bidding, so I had no idea what I was doing.
It's good though that you're at least consistent. Yeah. If you got a spot for panelists to show up to, then that makes it easier for them to know which program to use than if you were if you were just using if you were using like StreamYard one week and using Discord another, and another week you were using a third program or
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah, because
That would be
I'm mostly using Discord to do all our
yeah, because
talk
I can
lately.
just show up to Discord and then figure out what channel you're on from there. It
Yeah.
makes things. And now it might be a little more difficult for the viewer if some Mondays if they, on Monday they go to YouTube, it turns out you're on Cardo or the other
Well,
way
usually,
around.
usually I'll point it out. It's like, oh, hey, I'm gonna be here on this day, because usually
Yeah, you're
when
welcome
I because usually when I announce I'm streaming, I usually put, okay, I'm gonna be here on this channel, on this
oh,
version of
yeah,
my channel.
so, yeah, you're welcome to share that in the Sleep Stackians Club, as I'm now calling it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that there's, now I don't know. So I was going to ask you about the Saturday. I've got a Saturday morning cartoon stream. Are you busy on Saturdays?
I'm usually not awake at those times in the
Ah,
morning.
okay. Because the reason I didn't add you to that group was you had never been on there
Yeah.
before. And I seem to remember asking you about that, but I want to double check. So in case you want to be added, I can add you to the link group.
No, no.
You're,
I'm
you're
good.
already a couple link groups. I don't know. I'm imagining if I create two, if I well, I've got like three now for the
Mm-hmm.
Sleep Stacking, one for the variety show, and another for the Saturday morning cartoon show that
Mm-hmm.
as a co-host on.
Yeah.
Um, Mecha Random. Well, it used to be was it Mecha? No, not Mecha Random. What the hell am I talking? Mecha McCheese.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different than Mecha Random 42.
Yeah.
That's a female YouTuber. Oh gosh,
You're good.
no, she's she calls herself your favorite YouTube harpy
Me?
in you. Now he's a time traveling cheeseburger
Ah.
who for some reason also looks like a human being.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But we had a fun show. Saturday was at noon my time. Yeah, I guess it would probably be that'd be 11 your time.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it would be like maybe, oh gosh, I don't know what that would be on the West Coast. If that would be 10 or 9 or whatever. It really was morning for him.
Right.
And he was like contrasting, and I don't like to get like too negative, but he was kind of talking about how, I think with Steven Universe now that they had some, he had some sort of thing to educate, like anti like racism type thing. I don't want to get
Yeah. No.
yeah.
No. I think I heard someone.
I didn't really like talking about that. It's like
I don't.
because if there was some like good cartoon that's out that somebody could recommend, I definitely
Yeah. There's
like to
probably
know
not.
if there's any good. I mean, there's plenty of good ones for adults, but are there any good children ones?
Yeah,
Nobody
that's
could really
probably
name.
not. I mean, because a lot of them, a lot of these people who are trying to put like LTGB stuff and all that, they tend to run into walls of not knowing where to take their series or how to take their series or do stuff, and then it just ends up they doing weird things. I think what was it? Star versus the Forces of Evil or something to that effect.
Heard of that?
The bad guy has been out to destroy magic, all magic everywhere in the universe, I suppose. And Star has been doing her best to not let that happen. And then and what
That
end
sounds
up
like an interesting premise.
yeah, it does. But what ends up happening is that uh, sh- uh, all for all of that, I think uh, she ends up pretty much doing what the bad guy has been trying to do the entire run of the show.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh
So
boy.
yeah, so from what I've understood is that all magical beings use magic, and magic is essentially what keeps them all alive. And so what she
Well,
does is that she destroys magic itself, and so she pretty much kills quite a bit of people. Like
oh, but it sounds like
you know,
what a villain was trying to destroy magic,
yeah, she
but
destroyed
she ended
magic, and
up.
she essentially killed like a ton of people. Like,
Like 5 people.
mhm.
Well,
Oh boy, so that doesn't sound like a very good payoff.
Yeah, so she kind of just
yeah, she
does
killed
the
like five
opposite.
people.
She kills out 5 people on screen, but if
Oh, she
you
killed off. I thought she destroyed magic and healed.
yeah, she
Well,
Oh,
the
that.
Magic High Commission and Glossric were creatures being made of a magic, and they needed it to survive. But
uh,
that was only true for Glossric and the Magic High Commission.
yeah,
Nobody else was affected.
because it didn't quite state if that killed all magical beings of all sorts that
So this
need.
is a children's cartoon where the protagonist kills people, or
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like just kind of just they're like, oh well, we're I'm trying to protect all magic, and then she just ends up killing everybody. Well,
yeah, but is this a
killing the
children's
people
cartoon?
who direly
Is
needed
this
it.
mostly for kids?
Yeah, it's meant for kids as far as I know.
Oh my gosh, that's like that doesn't sound right. I mean, I know that like Luke Skywalker ends up killing his Darth Vader, but that was just like
Well, no, he didn't kill his father. Essentially his father killed himself, trying to do away with the emperor. So he
oh, okay, yeah. So did
Anyway,
he injured him in battle or something?
yeah.
So you didn't want to.
he cut off a prosthetic hand, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, he just cut off
That's it.
the hand of
Oh, okay.
he cut off the prosthetic arm of the prosthetic hand of Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker. But it's not like he really felt that, or I think. But he didn't kill his father. His father pretty much died from being
Well, that's
electrocuted
how
by.
he ended up redeeming himself and ended up turning into like a force ghost, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Seems like he got kind of carried away with later on, force ghost. But I
Yeah.
know they're kind of controversial now. But I
Yeah.
just remember seeing these ghosts at the end of the. I heard though that it's that like in the special editions, the ghost got changed. Like the one, like
Yeah, they changed it to creating the guy who played Anakin from the
yeah.
prequels. I'm like, why? It's like he's not. It kind of looks weird because you decide to have him be old when everybody was actually young.
I'd like
In
to
the
see the
prequels.
original, like whatever the original is, because I think Lucas started tampering to like
He's always
uh,
tampering with his own stuff.
messing with it even like early on. Like
He's
I
he's
think
always he's
some of the
it's like to
versions
say
like
he's always self sabotaging himself. And I'm like, dude, come on, quit doing that. you know.
someone even said even in the theaters he might have been messing with it. I
yeah.
like it with I don't know if it was I think it was either Luke I think South Park had this episode and it was about Lucas and Spielberg messing with their films and one of them had like a wedding video. I think it was Lucas, and it was like wedding video 2.0 or something like that. He kept like having like he kept editing his own wedding video.
Yeah.
You could just see him
You,
doing
you,
that too.
you just see him keep messing with stuff.
But is there so there you guys can't think of any like good children's cartoons these days? Because I can think of like some adult. No, I mean like maybe teenager and stuff. or maybe some
No, well,
mature
I
audience.
mean, I really wouldn't know because I stopped watching TV a long time ago. It's just it gets so depressing. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to keep watching all this if it's just gonna keep being depressing. It's like, yeah, and
Anything like any YouTube series or anything that might
the
be
only
out
thing I
there?
caught so far, I think this year was actually I was just over the weekend I was watching um, Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, there still are some good like children's shows. I just don't know if there's any like there's probably some good cartoons somewhere out there, like maybe some, but I'm just trying to think. I was gonna say maybe some sort of like DC thing, but then I just remembered like years of DC.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's just
DC's not DC's
superhero
not.
stuff and like I mean, you're not gonna watch Teen Titans Go. I mean, some people really like it. If
Yeah,
they like it, they don't want to, besmirch them of that. I just wish they bring back the something
original.
similar to the original.
Yeah, Teen
Even
Titans
if
Go
you
was
can't
like,
hire all the same animators, I would. They're using some of the. I think they're using the same voice actors on Teen Titans Go. Could be
I don't
wrong.
know. I don't know. I just know the regular Teen Titans show was actually pretty good, and
Yeah, there's.
and so when they changed the format, people were like, "Huh?" And it's like, why
Yeah, I
did you
think
do
they
that?
brought. I think they brought something called Teen Titans Shorts or something, and they were just like these, like I don't know if they were like 10 minutes long or something, and I didn't even know about them when they were out, and but people said that they. I think there was some sort of like a poll or something, and fans voted for. They thought they were going to get the original Teen Titans show back, and said they got Teen Titans Go, is what I had heard.
Yeah, no, I don't know. No, I shrugged my shoulders because, like I said, I really don't watch that in the end. So it's like,
Yeah,
and so
it's
it's just
okay.
kind of hard to recommend stuff. Hmm?
Well, that's okay. I mean, but I think that there's, yeah, at least what I've seen of Strangers. Well, I don't know. Have I seen? Maybe I'm confusing with something else. It looks
Uh,
good.
it's a Netflix show.
Maybe I've only seen clips.
It had what's her name, one other writer in it. She plays the mom to one of the kids.
Yeah, she. I've seen her in some shows. Now that she's like um old enough to like play a mom,
Hmm.
still does an excellent job.
Yeah.
I mean, I always liked her as a kid. I mean, I don't remember if she was my age or maybe a little older.
I don't know cause she played in movies like
I think she's older. Yeah, we were saying. I'm sorry.
yeah, cause I think she played like in Mr. Deeds and a few other stuff that I can recall.
Yeah, she's like I think 5 years older than I am.
I wouldn't know. It's like I don't keep up with their ages too much.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, so when I was a kid, she seemed a fair amount older, but
Hmm.
nowadays it still seemed like a big
Oh, she's
thing.
probably in her 50s by now.
49.
Hmm?
49.
Oh, almost there.
I think she's like roughly, it's like 5 years older, which,
Yeah. Hey, I'm 39, so.
yeah, as an adult, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but like when I was a kid, like if a kid was like 5 years older than me, they wouldn't even necessarily be going to the same school as I was.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, like my
Yeah,
brother, he was 5 years older than me, so
yeah. Yeah, pretty much on my older brother was in high school before I made it out of middle school.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Nowadays, I see somebody who's 5 years older, and I can identify with them.
Right.
I can identify with them in their role. Well, it depends on the role, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still taking a bit to do this, and so hopefully with time this gets to be a better process. But for the most part, it's going pretty well. I think.
It's interesting because it starts out like, okay, this doesn't look at all like skin tone, but then you do some sort of blending. It's like, oh yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Right now, it's like kind of reminds me of like I said this before, like a comic strip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's those little like dots on a page, like almost like pixels, or
Yeah, it's generally what they use for a lot of manga stuff. So I guess I'm still not doing it right in the way they do it, but yeah.
well, the way that's right is the way that looks good to you.
Yeah. But I meant as far as like manga is concerned, the exact nature of how they do stuff. So it's like, yeah, I'm probably not doing this right. But
You've already got kind of your own style anyway.
yeah,
Green tones.
screen tones, yeah.
That's what Humble already says. So does Humble Marty have a YouTube channel?
I'm not.
Arnold?
I don't. I'm not sure. Marty, do you have a channel?
They used to have a feature where you could just click on somebody's name and then you could see if they had an active channel, or you just follow them even if they didn't.
Mhm.
Nowadays they removed that feature because that would be too useful.
No, yeah, pretty much.
It's like they're
Oh,
it's
we
like I
can't let
don't
them
know.
communicate. They're
It's
gonna.
like
They're
they're
gonna.
shooting themselves in the foot, over there on YouTube. I don't know why they would take out a feature that would actually encourage people to use the program.
Yeah.
They don't like if somebody subscribes and then another that tells another person to,
Mm.
well, if I subscribe to your channel, then you subscribe, they don't like that. You can understand that, but they
Yeah.
shouldn't make it so it's nearly impossible to subscribe to this channel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
he does have a YouTube channel. Excellent. Let's see if I can find it. Put it in quotes.
Hmm.
I'm getting humble loving, humble beast. That's like a type it directly into YouTube. I was using that search engine. Oh, I see. Sticky Art is streaming. He's got a Discord that he invites. I think anybody in the chat can join it, and then there's a channel on there for people who for like rating streams. In the positive way, not the one where they go and just
Mm-hmm.
not the way that like some channels do it the wrong way, but he does it in the positive way.
Yeah. No, you're good, man.
Yeah, because
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm working on getting these screen tones to work to do my bidding. It's just taking time, like coloring stuff is taking time, but it's not nearly as bad because a lot of it is just drop bucket in there, and there you go. So, though I may be cutting it here in a bit, mainly because we're about to reach 3 hours, and I think 2 to 3 hours is good for an art stream on YouTube. I think.
Suppose.
Yeah,
Don't want to get it too long.
Yeah.
yeah, I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to. I mean, it's not because the difference is that um, how I do it was PicArto, because PicArto is mainly used to like, oh hey, you want a commission, I can do it live, so that's the excuse for that. And there's not one here because I'm already doing work that's already like more or less done, and nobody's here to watch me do their work live. And most of the work that I do anyway is not safe for work, so I can't really do that anyway.
Not safe for Wookiees.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Not safe for Wampus,
Or Rumpus?
the Discord mascot.
Ah.
Wait, we have a
Yeah, I'm
mascot?
just learning about Discord. It's quite the thing. It's it reminds me of like Usenet or like or the early web with when people actually use more message boards than just like Facebook and whatever the heck Twitter is.
Back
There's
when
not
we were
even-
young. No, I'm kidding.
Huh?
Back when we were young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so weird when I'm like getting like medical professionals or talking to people my age is young. Look at my 40s.
I'm
It's like,
sorry.
well,
I'm one more like another year, and I'll be in my 40s. And then it's like people are like, you're almost in your 40s. Yeah, pretty much. You don't look like you're 40. You don't look like you're in your 30s. I don't. Oh, thank you.
I don't even have an answer to that. I don't know have you shown your face on camera before? I don't remember.
I think I have.
Got occasion.
Not for any real occasion. I think. I know I had a picture of myself on my profile for a while, and then but
Because I suspect you to be human. I got some suspicions. But that's okay. I'm getting used to humans. I've been here long enough.
By the way, I started playing Among Us.
It's like when people start playing, it seems like they play that all the time.
I mean, I've heard about it, but I just I'm like, it's just that I don't have the best poker face for that, and so I don't know if I can actually swing that and be the villain.
Well, they don't see your face.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's not what I meant. What I meant is that I'm not very good at that kind of lying. So sometimes it's like I'll accidentally give myself away. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, like it seems like it definitely seems like kind of an interesting concept. It's got some kind of retro style artwork, which I think is kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good to it's not just about like some open world
Yeah.
type
'Cause-
game, which I like those, but it's like I have a hard time ever. I don't think I've ever finished one of those games before. 'Cause, especially when they keep adding DLC, it's like, well, how do I ever finish? How would somebody finish Fallout 4? I know people have done it before, but or Skyrim or
Not
whatever.
Skyrim. I don't think.
Yeah, it's so like I'm playing the special edition,
A
I
few
guess.
years
Which
later, I'm still not finished with that game. Like I got it when it came out, and I've never finished it.
Do you have the DLC then, or you
No,
just the special edition?
no, I
The
didn't. I don't
special
have. I
edition
don't have.
is
I don't
kind
have any of the. I have bought it and then I got rid of it and then I bought the special edition, so I have
well,
all.
the special edition has all the DLC, so it's just
Yeah, so
massive.
the Dawn Store and hunt all the vampires and stuff like that. And,
Yeah, that's kind of fun. My character is not a vampire, but it's a werewolf,
mm-hmm.
like a cat at the same time.
Yeah, you're a dragonborn.
I
You're
thought it was
this. You're
funny when
that.
they mentioned that these like I can't remember what they're called. The Kate, I can't remember how it's pronounced. But I thought it was funny when I heard that they were like the when the characters said that a lot of them are vendors or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
it's
think
like,
the
because
funny.
I'm playing another game too where cats like there was a cat who had like a magic lamp, and because if you open up the magic lamp and there's a cat merchant.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a regular house cat from what I recall. Some of the items, and I just wonder how that's ever started in games with cats selling their wares.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know if it's because cats like if cats like take things and they like to hide things, or
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't. I mean, I never was able to really have a cat because um, my dad and brother were allergic, and now I got allergies myself. Landlord can't have it, so I'm not expert at yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like yeah, your landlord won't let me keep a cat anyway. So
No, you're good.
I'm in my 40s, and I haven't had a cat, so I don't think I'm gonna start now.
No. Ah.
None of you guys have any ideas about cats and why they would make good merchants.
I don't know. Maybe because they can give the old uh, the the stare that what would the puppy dog stare? But I know there's another way of calling it for cats. It's like, please don't throw me away, stare.
Oh yeah, that's a possibility. I can't think of what they begins with a K. Whatever the Khajiit. Khajiit has wares if you have the coins or
Mm-hmm.
so. There's something that's a
Yeah.
saying. They have a lot of good sayings in that game. I mean,
Yes.
there's a lot of memes that come out of these. That come out of these games, but yeah, I don't know. It didn't seem like it didn't have as many role playing elements, I guess, as the previous games.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like Oblivion? I think was the previous one, and I played some of that, and that seemed like it was the graphics weren't nearly as good on the Xbox.
Hmm.
So it's like an Xbox 360 game, but it seemed like it was more of a role playing game.
Ah.
Like I mean, it seemed like it had more features, what you could do with your character.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Like Skyrim and Fallout 4 weren't really all that good at like customizing a character. I don't think.
No. You have to use mods just to get something better.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard a lot of people do, and I heard like a lot of people use mods just to just to iron out some of the bugs.
Yeah, there are quite a few bugs.
There's like an unofficial patch to. I don't know if
Yeah,
Skyrim has one or Fallout 4.
not.
I had like a what are those, like I had like one of those Brahmin cows like hovering in the air. I think before and
Mm-hmm.
like in Fallout 4 and like when one of my mounts or one of my horses ended up dying because it was flying through the air in Skyrim and crashed my. I teleported.
Yeah, because you'll have some weird stuff happen, and it's
Yeah.
pretty fun to record it and just like, did my horse just fly out for no
Yeah,
reason?
I don't want to sound like I'm complaining because I got quite a bit of I got hours of fun out of both the games. It's just I couldn't finish.
Couldn't
And
finish it, yeah.
one of these days, maybe when I'm like 80 years old or something.
But then, by then you'll be on your own adventure.
It's either this Ray Bear. She does a lot of VR streaming and she just went live. And I don't know. I'm afraid to get one of those headsets because I tend to get migraines. So I'm not even trying.
Yeah.
And I know some people really enjoy them.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
There was a beckoning cat Japanese would put outside their shops, and that would bring different kinds of luck. Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay. I knew there must be some sort of lore behind it, but it's kind of interesting though that it made its way into like say Skyrim, which deals with like ignoreds and it's actually ancient.
Yeah.
Like folklore. I think that's interesting. Well, thanks for explaining that because that's been driving me crazy for years. Well, I guess I'm already crazy by now. They're driving me crazy. That is interesting. Definitely would. I would think that the cat would definitely be likely to definitely be likely. I think the cat would be good way of scaring away mice.
I would imagine so.
But it sounded like you were going to end your show or something. So I hope.
Oh no, I'm about to end it. It's just giving myself a few minutes, but.
And I'm now I don't like the SUB word on here, so I'm following Humble Marty on here. Because if you type that word into the chat, you don't have a reg, which I guess I do.
No,
so they don't like YouTube doesn't like it, the algorithm. So I'm just trying not to say the word.
Oh no, you're fine. No, but it's been great having 5 viewers. If you guys haven't hit the like button and subscribe, feel free to do so. And I hope you like what you see here. And I'll be here Thursday, and hopefully I'll have more of these pages done. And then because what I need to do now is was just do dialogue for the story and get it going. And so hopefully I get there. And then so you could find me on Picardo and on here. Usually I'm on Picardo streaming 2 weeks from 5 to 11 p.m. or Mondays, and then from 5 to about maybe 8 or 9, depending on when Lorenzo does his channel. So, and then I hop over on his side. And then I do YouTube at the same time. But I'm thinking of trying to be a little bit more random with my schedule. And just, pick a random time during the day or during the night and see how it goes. and then I'm thinking I think I'll just go ahead and call it here for tonight. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for Lorenzo and Gus for coming.
But yeah, you guys can find me right after Dan and after Daniel stream on YouTube or on there. I'm not on Picardo at all. I'm on there Thursdays at last week it was 8 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes it's 9 p.m. Eastern. Well, but you already said that. Sorry.
Yeah. If you guys just want to plug in your channels before we go off the air.
I guess I just did mine.
But yeah, I don't really have one.
Twitter.
All right, guys. So you can find me here on YouTube at the Tech Corner, on Instagram, and Twitter at the Tech Corner, and you can also find me on Picardo at picardo.tv/tech. And I will see you guys Thursday, and you all have a good night.
Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Good night.